Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the My Favorite NFL Player Calls Me Dad podcast. I'm your host, Derek. Right above me, as always, is my co host, 85 Slim, who is always in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to give a backstory about us, you know what I'm saying? Uh, we've known each other before Jalen was even born. So, you know what I mean? We've known each other for a long time. So, it's always a great honor to have him up here with me. And with that said, just want to thank the new subscribers. Thank everybody that shows support to the channel. Shout out to our sponsor, BA Trading PGH. Make sure whenever you are in Pittsburgh to check them out. Stop by the shop. They have a lot of great Steelers drip. Also, make sure you go to shopyens.com. Show my man some love. He's the one that created this artwork that you see in the background for us today. He actually have many more, but this one is appropriate. You know what I'm saying? We'll show y'all the other ones later. But with that said, definitely go there and show some love. And yo, Slim,
Yo,
where do we
I know,
begin?
man. I mean, like I said, man. First off, my predictions was stomped on. I really thought they were going to win the first game, and I think I know what happened. But we'll assess that as we move forward. But it was devastating, man. It was devastating to watch. Um, I don't think nobody expected this. Um, and I don't think it was a you can't blame one individual. You can't blame anyone individually on that performance. It was a collective, what the hell happened issue collectively. Like everybody, I don't know if they even showed up. I don't think anybody on that team staff showed up Sunday.
That's crazy to see because it was such a collective, man. And you're right. You can't just point out one person. Yeah, Kenny missed some passes, overthrew or underthrown some passes. Uh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Canada called the same plays. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the defense could tackle, but it was a collective. You know what I'm saying? They're going to lose together. They're going to win together. I think that this definitely brought them closer, and I'm glad that it happened early in the season. You know what I'm saying? It's week one. Um, I've been looking at a lot of takes with what happened from a lot of people that's covered the Steelers over the years, and um, there's people saying that Canada, uh, should be fired or whatever. You know what I mean? He kept running the same plays. But I was listening to one guy, and like you were saying, like when Kenny came out, or when they came out passing. First of all, they didn't really get the running game established, and they just kind of fell behind. And just like in Madden, you're not gonna run the ball. You're not gonna run the ball and try to catch up. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand, so much passing, but with all the same plays with passing, they was trying to do a lot to get Kenny in his rhythm, you know what I'm saying? Help get him in his rhythm. So they kept calling a lot of the plays that he was familiar with. You know what I'm saying? They won't just call him plays just to be calling plays. It was calling plays to, you know, um, that he was be more comfortable with to get him in the rhythm. So, you know, um,
That
I
was the
just
key.
think it brought him closer, man. Like, yeah, it sucked. It really probably sucked to be a fan and be in the stadium. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, they know the game. We
Yeah.
all know the game, right? What they're going through on that field, I don't think any of us behind that mic could really attest to that. So let's let's definitely bow our heads in respect to that, right?
No doubt.
So when you think about what you just mentioned, the other guy, and you took everything that I was going to say, not everything, but the majority of my reasoning out of the way because the Steelers are a running team. And I believe with all the hype with Kenny, all the anticipation with Kenny, They came out on a Kenny Pickett level. Now, granted, 3 and out, great. Defense gave up the first drive. Cool. We get the ball back. We're still on Kenny Pickett high. We try to run a running play and then 3 more pass plays. Boom. Got to punt the ball, right? Oh, I think he threw an interception that time. Man. I don't know. Either way, we turn the ball over. Defense, again, second drive, lets them score. So now you're forced to pass it, just like you mentioned, just like you said in Madden. You got to throw the ball. You gave what Pittsburgh Steelers is known for, the backseat early, because you were forced to pass early in the entire game. So it's not like you was confusing the defense. Literally, this is a game of confusion. This is a game of, what do you think I'm going to do next? Which way you think I'm going to run? Which way you think I'm going to throw it? Who do you think I'm going to throw it to? You literally took that aspect out of the game. Defense took that aspect out of the game by allowing them to score on every fucking drive. Excuse my French. Before the half, they made one stop before the half. Late. I think we're 3 scores down by this time. And then they give up a return on special teams. No, I'm sorry. Then they give up a long run of the defense. I'm sorry. I believe it was the second play.
Mm-hmm.
That was, I mean, it looked like a damn kickoff return. I mean, I'm just saying, man, the momentum, we need all of that to win a game. Um, all of the components was not there on Sunday. The confusion, the schemes, none of that was there. Um, you and I could have guessed what they were going to do next. I think the Steelers could have been beat by any team on Sunday.
What do you feel
Granted,
like it was?
I
I mean,
don't
this
think
was
it
a
was
home
all the
opener. You think
49ers.
they underestimated the Niners? Like they had,
No,
all preseason and
no,
training. What do you
they
think it was?
didn't. I don't think they underestimated the Niners. They know what the Niners can do.
Right.
I think the Niners were surprised they were doing what they do so easy. To be honest with you, Pittsburgh beat themselves. I
Yeah,
don't think the Niners won that game. I think Pittsburgh beat themselves early.
that's what I feel. I think it'll be a different outcome if they
Yeah,
played again. Shit, but we got to block, man. We got to block, got to tackle. You know what I mean? Like, there's some kind of film that a lot of the uh, top content creators that dissect film, it's called All 22 or Alt 22. It
okay.
shows the actual game footage. I want to find a way to get that. But yeah, man, we got to tackle, yo. We got to tackle and we got to block. Like our line, especially coming up against Cleveland, our line's
Oof.
got to be more stronger. And that's the thing we want to talk about too. Is like we have
We're in Cleveland too, aren't we?
now we're home.
Oh, we're home
Um,
again. Thank God.
yeah. Cleveland is ruled out as the favorite. Um,
Yeah. You see who they have
but
over
that's the
there?
first time in 20 years too. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. But they haven't won in Utah. I mean Utah. They haven't won in Pittsburgh in a while. And then on Monday nights, Tomlin is like 19-2 or 20-2.
Mm.
So it's gonna be a good game. But with that said, Broderick Jones, right? The left tackle that they drafted the first round.
Right.
So Okafor, who our right tackle, is in concussion protocol,
Right.
and so they're thinking of, or actually they have been playing Broderick Jones at right tackle. So he's going to be facing Garrett.
Mm.
So again, we're going to have to block because in order to stop Garrett from getting the picket, it's going to be best to establish a run.
Oh man.
And so, you know, I feel like they could do it, man. I feel like, that last game, that was something they probably didn't expect. And then they just got knocked off their heels once they got down, and all the turnovers and things like that. The three and outs, that's demoralizing. And I really feel like that brought them together. I heard the practice is more intense. Some of the reporters in the locker room was saying that, you know, usually they can kind of joke around in there, but it was not an environment to make jokes and shit because they was that serious. So I think they're gonna pull it out, man. I think I'm not gonna say it's easy. It's gonna be easy, but I think they're gonna pull it out. I mean, as far as like being more focused than last game and intent on blocking for the running backs, you know what I'm saying, blocking for Kenny, you know what I'm saying, and then Cam is out. I'm excited we have Benton. You know, Benton is a beast. So, but he's a rookie.
Mm,
So, they're gonna run with Chubb.
right.
So, and I saw another stat line that said, or statistic that said that when we hold Chubb 80 yards or less, Steelers win. When it's 80 yards more, they don't. So we'll see how that goes. And then before I hand you the floor, on the flip side, um, their right tackle is out for the season, and they have a rookie tackle, right tackle, going up against TJ. And
Mm,
actually, I saw something this morning that said that it was on IG, and the rookie said that he's not worried. He knows how to handle TJ. So, oh, and then with
ooh.
that said, Darnell Washington, he pancaked Bosa last game. Bosa was like, what the fuck? Like, Bosa was even surprised. So I hope they implement him some more, because he's a great run blocker. And I think it's going to be battle of the trenches, man, as far as like, the running game. So,
Ooh. All right. I'm never gonna give up on my Steelers.
never.
Never ever. What I will say is that I think we lost respect a little bit Sunday. And with that being said, we're facing a team who is up one and favored and coming into our territory after we just took a L the way we did. I think they're going to come in with vengeance. I think they're going to come in trying to bully us. Um, I think Deshaun Watson is going to be an issue. He's going to be a problem. And Chubb is going to do what he does. Um, Chubb is somebody that's he's just Chubb. Like you don't, whatever Chubb is going to do is going to be expected. What Pittsburgh has to really understand is that you're facing the Cleveland Brown with a Deshaun Watson. Um, I'm worried about that. The way Purdy looked, excuse me, the way Purdy looked against our defense last week, I'm afraid to see what Deshaun is going to do. Um, and I'm just being honest. And that's why I started off by saying I don't give up on my boys. But that performance last week has to be forgotten about, and it has to be looked at as a lesson because you only had 6 days to prepare for one of the top quarterbacks in the league. You know what I mean? Arguably, you can use that, but we talking about a guy with experience. We talking about a guy that sees the field. We talking about a guy with legs, and we talking about a guy that has a runner. So you're right. It's gonna be a dogfight. Um, I think Pittsburgh knows that they have something to prove, so they're not gonna just let these guys bully them. but it's gonna be a dogfight. Like you said, it's not gonna be easy. I'm thinking 14-21, uh, possibly even fucking 13-10.
Mm.
Uh, I see a lot of that, and I see TJ doing his thing too. But Deshaun can run. Um, TJ is just not going to catch Deshaun that easily. So
Nah, we got Highsmith too. I
yeah.
hope. I don't know. Like I was a little disappointed with Holcomb. You know, Holcomb, the middle linebacker with the mullet, number
Oh
55.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I was a little disappointed in him. I thought he was gonna make a difference, man. But I don't really recall him making any good plays. Or I saw number 50. I want to say Neil. I don't think it's Neil. Could be Roberts. I think it's Roberts. He made some good plays, you know, in the backfield and you know stuff like that. So I'm hoping Holcomb can be more effective. And then we have Quan Alexander. They said he played pretty good last game. So you know our linebackers will be tested. And also I was listening last night to a podcast. I can't think of the name. I want to shout him out, but they were saying that Cleveland, they had a guy from Cleveland on their show, and he was saying that their linebacker crew is questionable. You know what I'm saying? So that is a weakness with them because the secondary has been there together for a while, so they kind of meshing now. But their linebackers, uh, you know, might be a weakness for them. So hopefully we can exploit that. But yo,
Also the O
I think
line,
them boys
man.
gonna come out fired up, man. You know what I'm saying?
They got to protect our quarterback. The O line has to protect our quarterback. I can't even say what they're gonna do on the run side because they didn't even run it that many times last week.
Nah, he ran 9 times,
Yeah,
and Kenny
I
ran one,
mean,
or I think they ran 10. Kenny ran one.
yeah,
Yeah, but
Pittsburgh Steelers. And if you go back, just with that being said, you can go back and do your research on the plays of the San Francisco 49ers. There was a 50-50 split on what they were doing. 10 rushes, 9 passes. You know what I mean? Something like that. It was a 50-50 split. You see what I'm saying? So
mm,
if you even go back to that, you can't open up any passing lane without the running game.
mm.
That's just facts. And it pissed me off that they would come out throwing the ball. I know it's not the player's fault that they came out
And
throwing
then
the
the
ball.
first running play was the jet sweep, right?
That don't count exactly. They don't count. We have Najee Harris and Jalen Warren in the backfield, and we did not use them. We beat ourselves, man.
And then the play that Renaji ran,
Beautiful play,
yeah,
but
well, not that play, not the 22-yard gain, the 20-yard gain, but the play that you know when he got tackled by Fred, like nobody blocked Fred, like nobody pushed to get back
mm,
there. And you know, Frymouth got called out on his blocking too, yo, on Calvin Austin's jet sweep. So I definitely
watch.
expect them to come out and block better, at least that.
Hmm.
Cause like there was on that jet sweep, man, Calvin juked out 4 dudes before he got tackled, but that was before you know Frymouth like you know didn't really give any effort on his block. And then when Calvin almost got tackled, then Frymouth trying to turn around and find somebody to block. That's unacceptable, man. Like I get it. I don't know, man. I don't know, dog. I don't know. I mean, I definitely that's the part I was most disappointed in is like the effort. Um, and then you know, I don't know, dog. I just feel like they had to go through this shit, yo. I feel like they had to go through this because I'd rather them go through this now than win like 4 or 5 games and then have to go through this in mid-season. Now they know what that shit tastes like, and I know they don't like it.
Hmm.
I know they don't like that taste in their mouth. So Monday, I think, And then Cleveland win, they're gonna go up 2-0. Baltimore plays Cincinnati. Cincinnati could be 0-2. You know what I'm saying? So if they are if Cincinnati beat Baltimore, we beat the Browns, we all won one.
Yeah, I mean,
So they got to get this dub. I
it's
feel
a
like they're
long
going to get
season.
this dub.
It's a long season. I mean, and I always say it. It's funny, Nas' album just dropped, and one of my lyrics, I said, "Ho- for my young bosses, how we gonna win if we can't take losses?" And Nas literally has a song that says those words in the beginning of the song. It's crazy.
Mm.
And I think this is a testimony to that. Like, I know those guys are, after game one, the way they felt. I don't know exactly how they felt, but I can imagine what they were going through in the locker room, at the house, at the gym, at practice, watching the film. I could just understand as a team where they are.
Mm.
You understand? So I know they have to prove with themselves that they know they were better than that Sunday. The
And
world
that
knows
that
that they were
that's
better than that
every
Sunday.
aspect of the game, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like it's got to be a whole totally different type of game. Like got to go from being that to dominant. And I'm not even calling
Right.
soft. You know what I'm saying? These are grown ass men that what I'm saying are battling every Sunday, putting their bodies at risk. You know what I'm saying, for everybody else's entertainment. Granted, they want to get that to that dance, that Super Bowl, but you know what I mean? Like I've seen people in comment sections of other lives about this, and they were just calling them soft and all that shit. Like you get your ass out there and see you see what
Mm.
soft is. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's
whatever, man.
impossible.
I
Number one,
salute
they
those
play for the
dudes, man.
Steelers.
The dudes are warriors. You know what I mean? Like yeah, everybody has their own caliber, but they're still warriors. You know what I mean? So that don't mean that that one game doesn't define them as a team. And so I'm glad they got that shit out the way early. You know,
Yeah. Whoever said that is just a hater.
no
Because
doubt.
at the end of the day, if you know the Pittsburgh Steelers history, you can't be soft and get signed to that team.
Let me ask. Yeah, true, true, true. So let me ask you this: would you want to have a winning season or make it to the playoffs?
I would want to make it to the playoffs.
I agree. I agree.
That gives you both.
I agree. There's some kind of talk going around about as long as they make it a winning season, it's gonna be all good. But Kenny's been hurt or said that Super Bowl or bust. So I mean, of course, with that last performance, didn't seem that way, but I think again that rejogged their memory about what the mission is. You know,
Hmm.
he was saying that the defense that San Fran showed him, like it was way different from what he saw in preseason. So, but still, yeah, right. Those he had some throws. Like we could have got two TDs. We could have got at least two TDs.
Yeah, he's under
I'll go as
pressure.
far as say three. Yeah, yeah. So
And that's all it is. He's going to go back to the tape and he's going to see, oh, damn, I was under pressure. I didn't see this guy. Fuck, I was under pressure. I didn't see this guy.
mm,
So now he has to evaluate that his O line is not going to protect him Tom Brady ish, I want to say. You know what I mean?
mm,
So give it one more look. Go on a run. He can use his legs now. He knew that he can use his legs. So once you start using your legs, you can see the field more.
mm.
You know what I mean? And you create space for guys out there in the field. So I think he's going to go back to the tape, and I think he's going to reevaluate, and I think he's going to be pissed. I think Kenny's going to come out. Okay, it ain't about throwing the ball; it's about getting 10 yards. How do I get 10 yards? That's all we got to think about. If we if we if we think ahead and go for the bomb because we know we got the weapons, we gonna fail again, man. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
let's just
I
play the
just don't
game.
think it's going to happen, man. I just
Play the game, bro. If we just play the game, run, pass, Run pass, run pass.
I'm excited to see our defense, our cornerbacks.
Hmm.
Not excited. I mean, I wasn't pleased with KZ's and Wallace's. Maybe it was just Wallace, but his tackling performance, because the one that missed the tackle on McCaffrey when McCaffrey spun out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had hands on him. He could have wrapped him up, but so I'm looking for him to improve. There's this guy that they, another kind of veteran guy that they, um, I just thought about something. Let me write it down
Yeah,
real quick.
McCaffrey is a slippery motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse my French. Sorry. Damn, I keep forgetting.
I could beep it out.
Yeah, man. But it's
um,
like he got Vaseline on his jersey or something.
but his name is gosh, it's King. I can't think of it. The first name is King the Third. Desmond King. I think it's Desmond King. He's a pretty good cornerback, man. But he had just joined the team the week of the San Fran game, so um, I only think he had like two practices, so he didn't get like a helmet or anything for the game. Definitely want them to make some changes back there. They're talking about moving Minka. I didn't even know Minka played slot last game. I didn't know he played cornerback last game. He was in the box some. So they're not just leaving him back there as a free safety. He's getting a lot
Hmm.
more freedom to roam around. So I'm looking for a whole different total energy from my Steelers, our Steelers. You know what I'm
They're gonna be all right, man. They just needed to get punched in the face a little bit.
saying?
Um, it
But
happened
yo,
early,
I think
thank
yo, if
God.
we see San Fran again, man,
Yeah, if we see
it's
them
gonna be
again, we
different.
gonna
We could see
scrape
him in the
them.
playoff. I mean, in the Super Bowl, right?
Possibly, yeah,
All right.
definitely
Um,
there.
I mean, Baltimore struggling. You know what I'm saying? They're missing their running back for the season.
Bro,
You know,
Kansas City lost their first game. The Giants got scraped. I mean, it was game
Cincinnati,
one.
damn, Burrows had like less than 100
Right,
yards passing.
Cincinnati lost. What?
So
A lot
it's
of
all
things
good.
were
We're
unexpected.
gonna eat. We're gonna eat. Two things before we close out. Remember about the Pat P? Oh, hold up. What did you have anything you want to touch on?
No, I think you actually hit it on the nose when you mentioned they came out passing
Mm,
and they got behind. That literally, when I said I know why, and that's exactly what I was
mm,
gonna say.
no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
So on the last show we was talking about Pat P, how he said that he was going to get that interception off of Purdy.
Hmm.
So I was looking to see what he was going to say after that. You know, on their All Things Covered podcast. Shout out to them. But he owned up to it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like but he owned up to it as far as like he did see the cues and everything. He just wasn't in position to make the right plays. You know, and I'm excited about him actually. Um, because he did pass up or make some pass deflections and things like that. And I feel like he's going to actually get an interception this game. To be honest, this is going to be his first time playing against Deshaun. Actually, I heard him say that. Um, but also, um, he was saying that you know they're going to be good, man. I have confidence in our secondary. At least at first I was a little worried, thinking that um, they'd be passed on a lot. Which Levi Wallace was the one that was guarding Ayuko. Actually, both of them was guarding or covering Ayuko or whatever his name is. Don't mean to butcher it. Respect. You know what I'm saying, from San Fran, and he kind of cooked them both. So looking for that to improve. See how that goes. I think they're going to replace Levi Wallace with Desmond King because he's like a Minka, but he's a cornerback. So a lot of changes, man. I mean, it's a business. So that's what is going to lead me into my last thing. And I can chop it out, but I wanted to get your opinion on it because I heard this from the Steel Twins. So apparently, I mean, apparently a while back, John, John Matt Canada helped get Tomlin's son out of into Maryland
Mm.
College. Um, I guess he plays at Boston College now, but Matt Canada helped Tomlin get his son into Maryland to play football. And so I guess there's like a bond there. So my question to you is, if we were coaching, use Tomlin, I'm Matt, and it's obvious, bro. Like in the last, I guess 3 seasons, maybe 4 seasons, the Steelers as a whole and offense haven't gained over 20 over 400 yards. Maybe it was 350 or 400 yards. I think maybe it was 350. It was one of the two. So what do you think that is? Like, is do you feel like he's a good OC that can get them to where they want to be? And at what point do you draw the line where if we have a bond like that and you're the coach and it could be you or him, you know what I'm saying? Or it's for the betterment of the team, for the franchise. Like, at what point do you make a decision?
If I was Mike Tomlin and you was Matt, I would say, Matt, you know how important it is to get them weighted downs. Uh, we need to get our running game out there. We need to get our running game in significant fashion and form. I know our O line has a problem to do with that, and you are the offensive coordinator, and I am the coach. So I'm not trying to lose my job, Matt. So I think the running game, as we know it, since Jerome has been in play, we came back with Ben. We had a running game with Ben. We got a running game now. Get the running game started, Matt, and get it started fast. That's what I would
Hey,
say.
y'all heard it from the man himself. um, hey, it is a business at the end of the day, man. So, um, I'm thinking some changes are coming soon. So they got the squad, man. They got the squad. So there's
I
there's a
think
disconnect somewhere.
I think Monday night, baby,
Yeah.
the
So
world is gonna find out some information that they wasn't ready for. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
yo,
It's Monday
I hope.
night.
I hope. Yo, we scored 30 points, man. It's gonna be dope. I mean, like,
It
we
is
need to, like, we need that for our confidence, not just the W. We need to show that we're an explosive offense and that we can be an explosive offense. So, I was just curious because I heard that take on it as well. I
the
didn't know.
world.
I knew they was close. I just didn't know they had that type of connection. But, um,
The world will know who the Pittsburgh Steelers is Monday. It's only one game on, baby. Only one game. They gotta show up.
yeah.
Y'all hear
Well,
me?
number 30 gonna show up. You know
Oh,
what
I
I'm
know
saying?
30 gonna show up. I know 90 gonna show up. There's a
Oh
few
yeah,
guys that's gonna
yeah,
show up.
yeah, yeah.
But this is Monday night, man. And we can't have those numbers looking like that on Monday night. Unless
Mm.
it's in our favor.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go out like that on a Monday night. So,
Nah.
I'm salute to y'all Warriors, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay healthy. You know what I mean? Heal up, get together. You know what I'm saying? Just get that dub, man. Get that dub, however you can, any means necessary. And it's gonna be a dub for me. What's your prediction? Or did you say Cleveland's gonna get it?
Nah, I think we gonna win. It's gonna be a
Nah,
struggle.
fuck that. You think?
Yo, bro, listen. Listen, I thought we was gonna win last week. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is, as long as they fixed everything and they got all the butterflies out their bellies and they know what it is, Monday night is an extra butterflies coming through. So whatever butterflies was there last week is about 20,000 extra butterflies because it's Monday night.
Monday night.
Yeah,
Right.
thank God they home.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the most calmest
You know
part
what they
about
got? They got the Raiders next week.
it, and that's on their turf.
We beat the Raiders last year too, so they're gonna want some revenge. But
Yeah,
it's all good. It's all good. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Still a nation. Salute again. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the new subscribers. A lot more content to come. And we're probably going to do this twice a week now. Probably start in the next couple of weeks, give y'all some different takes on some things. But I appreciate all the feedback. And we will let 85 Slim close it out.
Steeler Nation, I love y'all. We took a punch in the face, but we come back to fight and win this race.
Yee! As the young fellas would say these days. Still Nation, here we go, baby.